And hello 6B. This is the weekly recap for your division with me, Lord
Howdy, y'all.
Skaven, and JJ Cash. So
Looks
let's,
like we had a very exciting week in 6B.
yes, I must say, this is, I've seen the results of this, and it was quite many games. Only one draw, so that is good.
Yes, let's see. So we'll start looking at the games played first, go over last week.
Yes, we are looking. First game is the Smoker Rockers versus the Leibowitz Lobotomizers.
The traditional orc versus human matchup.
Yeah, and it ended 1-3 in favor of humans.
Go humans!
Yeah,
Woo!
and no deaths and one expulsion on the Smoker Rockers.
Truly of note, though, was the one-turn touchdown from the humans on turn 8. I mean, that kind of changed the tide of the game right there.
Yeah. Yeah,
The orcs started the game with the perfect 8-turn stall drive, and then when you just counter with a 1-turn, that just kind of breaks the game plan right there. So good job on that 1-turn.
Yeah, and the humans got quite a bit of SPP, I would say. That's quite a spread.
Oh yeah, it's a cornucopia.
So pretty good game for humans, I would say there.
I'm sure they are very happy with that.
Yeah. And they didn't take any deaths, and I don't think they had that many injuries. Okay, so next we had Mutated Meatballs versus Orcs of Letter. 0-2 in favor of the Orcs. And we had MVP on Nuggets, the Chaos Dwarf blocker, and on Vladimir Nabo Orc lineman.
Of true note, though, is Ernest Hemingway quickly becoming the fan favorite on the team. I believe he found a level as well. That's the plus strength blitzer.
Yes, that is not bad.
Looks like that guy had a touchdown and a casualty from that game.
Oh, that's nice. Chaos Dwarves did not get a lot of SPP though. Only the MVP and a pass. Is that a pass? Yes, a pass SPP.
Farming a little pass with the Hobgoblin, getting him closer to level.
Yeah.
And it looks like they took the chainsaw this game, and I didn't watch this game, but I'm seeing the badly hurt on the chainsaw in the stat box, so maybe he removed himself pretty early, or... Never though, that chainsaw can go pretty hard either way. You get that kickback on the first one and can break your heart.
Yep. And then we have
Crusaders of Calidor and Hearts of Oak. 0-3 for the Wood Elves. Elf versus elf matchup.
Yep.
So let's see the stat box here. Looks like the Wood Elves, they lost a lineman. But I'm sure they're okay with that when they took a 3-0 win in the process.
Yeah, that's not bad. So if we look at the SPP, that is quite good for the Hearts of Oak. A 5-on-1, 6-3-2. The Crusaders got a 5-2-2-1. So
wasn't exactly a shutout game for them. They were still able to find some development.
Yeah. And then we have Girls' Generation losing 0-2 to Mad Commando. And I believe that was Amazons versus Nurgle. Which is quite interesting that Nurgle would outscore Amazons that much.
Well, it was a. I did get to catch that game. It was once each half. You know, the Nurgle were able to do a good stall drive for their possession, and when the Amazons had the ball, they just weren't able to break through that Nurgle defense. They were just playing a really safe, really solid defense, and that's how you play Nurgle best.
Yeah, and I see 4 KOs and 2 injuries inflicted on the Amazons. So that made things relatively difficult, I think.
You body him up and you beat him down.
Yeah, good SPP on. We have 5 SPP for novice number 2 and 6 for brother Nerogor. So good there. So good start from Nurgle, I would say.
Yeah, Nurgle's happy when they get any SPP. They're only banking on that MVP most of the time.
Yeah, next we have tall dwarves with no AD. The Norse losing 0-2 against lizards from Dimension X.
It looks like a pretty violent game.
Yes, we have a Croxagore of a level of the MVP there. And we have MVP on a minus AV lineman for the Norse there.
Picked up the minus AV that game.
Yes.
I believe.
Ooh, would you look at that? 9 SPP on white scale dwarf. And that is the Croxagore. That is quite a haul.
So I guess that's the MVP and 2 casualties.
Yeah. And then 3-3-2 on some other lizards. 5-2-2-4 for the Norse. So
still quite a bit of SPP for the Norse. I mean, they were beating up the lizards just as bad as they were getting beat up, but they weren't able to score. They didn't have those skinks.
Yeah, they did inflict 4 injuries.
All things equal, those skinks just took over.
Yeah, that usually happens. Yeah, so next we have Infamy
versus 16 turns of headache.
And the dwarves actually won, which is surprising, I would say.
I don't know. I mean, that's probably one of the matchups the Brets would least like that TV. They're not really able to push around their weight in terms of all that starting block access.
Yeah, and they did suffer death, the Brets.
Yeah, they lost a blitzer. That's gonna hurt. That's a pricey one right there. Some expensive blitzers.
Yeah, and the dwarves got a MVP level up on a long beard.
It wasn't just any blitzer they lost. It was a level dodge blitzer as well. So
that
set you back in development a little bit.
Yeah. If you look at the SPP spread, ooh, that's nice for dwarves. We have a 5, 2, 4, and 6 on some dwarves, which is a nice spread. Total of 17 SPP for the dwarves first game.
Yeah, they got 2 levels this game. They had the blocker and the runner level up.
That is quite nice. Hey, man. Final game was Fear the Walking Bread. 1-1 draw with Kourosh Mosh.
That's really like a win for the ogres. I think all draws in an ogre game, it should just default the win to the ogres.
Yeah, and the
did you see the throw? Did you see the throw teammate touchdown?
I'm not sure. Can't remember.
That was the ogre's score. Was a 1-turn touchdown with the throw teammate.
I might have to watch the replay just to see that.
Yeah, it's part of not 1 but 2 1-turn touchdowns in this division this week. So got some fast scores in 6B.
Yeah, so MVP level up on a white, getting a plus agi, I think.
Oh no, he'll be getting a skill after he already had the plus agi.
Oh yeah, he got God.
He just leveled to 3.
Yeah, and then SPP on a Gnoblar.
That's the only downside when you have all those Noblars and only a few ogres. Is MVP is probably going to go to a Noblar.
Yes. Ooh. 10 MVP to Breaking Bread. The guy who got the MVP, so he went from 7 to 17. That's quite a big jump.
MVP, touchdown, and a casualty. It's like the triple threat right there.
Yeah. Mother Clucker got 2 SPP, and Flower Power got 6. And then I think, yeah, we only got 2 SPP on an ogre.
It's okay. You're doing some good work there, ogres.
Yeah, they did take 7 casualties though. And only 5 of them were inflicted by the the necro.
It's okay. There's more Noblars than where that came from.
Yeah, I guess.
There's always more Noblars.
Yeah, so that covers last week's games. On to the teams. First
Who
up,
we got up first?
Orcs of Letters from Puppy, obviously the Orc team.
This is Ernest Hemingway's team.
Yep.
Everybody else is just along for the ride.
Yep. Although they do have quite strong blitzers, I would say. Guard on 12M, Mighty Blow, and plus Strength. So
Yes, Ernest Hemingway picked up the Mighty Blow this week, so
yeah, that he's starting.
even scarier.
Yeah, that could be a problem if he catches you. Yeah, he's basically a far.
Makes you wonder what the next level ups will be. He could go tackle, or it's always an option to go frenzy on those 4 strength pieces too, since they're kind of their own assist for those frenzies.
Yeah. I think, yeah, Vladimir Nabok Orc already all leveled up this week as well, getting block. Yeah, he does have a 190k bank. What do you think he'll do with that?
I don't know. Something tells me he's not looking to pick up a troll, so he's already got 1 reserve. I don't really know if he's looking for another one.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see as well.
Yeah, he already has 3 team rerolls and a pose, so maybe Stadium.
It's always an option. I think he only has a level 1 stadium though.
Yeah.
Maybe actually.
Yeah.
So you'd have to pay the upgrade and the enhancement. That's 200k.
Yeah. So, be interesting to see what he decides to do there. And next we have Wood Elf team Hearts of Oak. And they have a MNG lineman. And they only have 9 players for the next game.
They did level up a lineman last week to get another dodge, so this team's already maybe the most dodgy team in this division. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost every surviving player they have has dodge.
That's gonna be so fun to play against. And yes, they look kind of dodgy, but if you catch them, they're not gonna have a fun time. So yes, you'll probably want to replace. You'll probably want to get 1 or 2 extra linemen as.
I wonder if he's thinking about a tree or not.
That could be an option, but that still means you're gonna play at least a game or 2 more with loners.
I think more than most other teams, Wood Elves are probably okay with playing a few loners.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to put some sacrificial bodies on the line, so might as well be people who aren't on your team.
Yeah. Hey, next we have the Nurgle, Mad Commando. And plus Agi Perestegor, but I think he had that before. So
He did, but he did not have the double for dodge, so this is already a nice little piece. He's rolled plus agi and dodge. Got that dodge last week.
Yes, but besides him and the Beast of Nurgle, those are only
The Beast of Nurgle leveled last week as well for guard, so that's not bad. 2 levels up in one game.
Yeah, and a few pieces close to living up. One more for Nurgle.
A lot of them are just a MVP or something away.
Yeah, the Rot is also quite close. Yeah, this could be a good team if he gets some level ups on those warriors.
I mean, that's an elite ball carrier in the making there with that Pestigore, so something you can build around.
Yeah. And then we have lizards from Dimension X. And they have... Is this Movement Busted Skink new? I would assume so.
I think it might not be new. I think that was from preseason and it was just missing next game for the first game. Yes, because he had a low game he played. So that movement bust is not new.
Okay, that's...
What is new is a level on one of the Sauruses and the level on that Crocsagore. So we got guard on the Crocs and another block on the Saurus.
Yeah, I do notice he has 0 cash, so did he buy a reroll or
I think he bought a new skink. He bought because he had 2 loner skinks that last game, so one of them was for the missing next game move bust, and the other one was, I guess, from a preseason death or something.
Okay.
So he's bought himself back up to a full roster.
Yes.
Although replacing the movement busted skinks probably on the to-do list.
Yes, I would assume so.
I don't know if there's much room in this world for a 7-move skink.
No, there isn't. Yeah. Next we have 16 turns of Headache. Does not look like they have taken their skill up yet, so...
Or he took the one on the Longbeard. He did level up a Longbeard to guard, but he's still sitting on that one for the runner. Maybe he's still thinking about it, or maybe it's something special.
Yeah, what do you think it would be, considering, let's say it was a special, what do you think you would take?
I mean, you'd always love to get dodge on a double to get a blodge ball carrier.
Yeah.
Or any kind of stat ups are great on him too. You take a move, a strength, and agility.
Yeah, so looks good. They still have that Troll Slayer with...
Yeah, they've got the killer Troll Slayer.
Hey, next...
Creeping up on level 4.
Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my throat. Next we
I got a little bit of a cough right now too.
Yeah, so we have ogres next.
Good old ogres. You know, sitting at 130k, so maybe he's getting close to buying a 5th ogre.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's...
if that's what's on his to-do list or not.
Yeah. So we does have break tackle on one ogre. And...
Diving tackle on a Noblar, because everybody forgets about diving tackle.
Yeah, because it's a fake skill if you listen to Gabe.
Oh, it's one of my very favorite skills. I mean, hey, when it works, it works.
Yeah. Does it
It's
work?
just one of those skills you find people overlook it all the time in positioning, though. It's like, oh, oops, this is the diving tackle guy. I can't really just dodge away so easy.
Yeah. So, not much has changed here except 2 MGs, but that was expected. And yeah.
Except the Noblar's getting more beat up, but
Yeah, but that's
not going to be a break from that, yeah.
they're there for. That's their whole reason for existence.
And to be thrown for 1-turn touchdowns.
Yes. Next we have Fear the Walking Bread. Necro team. with all the movie puns.
Maybe one of the higher teams we've seen so far, already over 1,400.
Yeah, I do notice they have Agibust on the werewolf. I am pretty sure
Yeah,
that is new.
they had that from the preseason. Actually, he was
Oh
missing next game, that first game with the level up.
yeah, that's not
And he
great.
didn't. I thought he had the gold to buy a new one, but he's opted not to. So, if I had an Agibusted werewolf, first thing I'd be doing is getting him out of there and replaced.
Yeah. So.
But 2 4 Agi whites. That's getting a little elfy. Those are some elf skeletons right there.
Yeah, and the one has guard. Yeah, Ghoul has dodge and guard. So not
3 guard on this team already. That's probably more than most we've seen.
yeah. So except for that,
I mean, even with the busted werewolf, this is still a really nice looking team right now.
yeah.
Got the Mighty Blow Claw werewolf. That's Claw Mighty Blow. Look out.
Yeah. And next we have Infamy, I think, Tonians. And
I believe that Frenzy's new there. Nice. I like Frenzy. Good. I approve of the choice of a Frenzy Blitzer.
yes, and I assume he
And
bought something.
yeah. He bought a new Blitzer to replace the Dodge Blitzer that died this week. Rest in peace.
Yes.
And those Blitzers aren't cheap, so there goes all your gold.
Yes, that's not great to have first week.
It's unfortunate, but that's just part of the game. You still have some good pieces to work with there. Got the leveled blockers. You still have 3 leveled Blitzers. I mean, you would have had 4 if that guy didn't die, but c'est la vie.
Yeah. Hey, next we have tall dwarves with no AV but no Cs. And
yes, they had the rough scuffle with the lizards this week.
Yeah, that's not great. I think they have a niggle on a berserker. No. AV bust on the lineman. That's not amazing.
On the brighter side, though, their Yeti did level up to get Mighty Blow this week, so he's got his Claw Mighty Blow piece now.
Yeah, that can be quite fun to play as. No shadowing though.
Yeah. He needs more linemen so he can get some with stat ups and shadowing.
Yeah. Well, shadowing OP.
He really does need more linemen though. That's the one thing this team's got to be going for right now.
Yeah, he has enough.
You could probably keep that move, busted lineman. You could probably still roll with that, get some more use out of him. But I'd get rid of that 6 armor one.
Yeah, he does have enough for a replacement lineman. But maybe he wants to save up and put something extra in when inducing, so depends who he plays.
For a new berserker.
Yeah, that could also be
interested to know how much he prioritizes getting a non-niggled berserker.
Yeah. Hey, next
I hope that team can stay healthy.
Yeah, next we have Girls' Generation from Lady Killjoy.
They have any levels this week?
I don't think they did, because they had a pretty rough game.
They did not. But nobody got too badly hurt. They just had, I guess all they got was badly hurt. No injuries or stat busts or deaths.
Yeah.
So still the same team going into week 2. They still got some good development.
Yeah, and they have 140k in the bank. So I have something in reserve for if something goes horrible in the next game.
And you know it, even with all they have, they're still under 1200 TV, so that's pretty lean.
Yeah. Yeah. Next we have Smoker.
Smokers, Rocker.
Yes, Smoker. Some of these names. So I think this Adjab on the thrower is new. Might be wrong.
Well, that's definitely a piece you'll take an agi up on.
Yeah. And yes, block on quite a few players. 2 black
It's already
ops.
got block on some of the black works. You want to see that?
Yeah. And few players are close to leveling. Quite a few on 5. So
Yeah, this will be a different team once those blitzers get their levels that they're close to.
yeah.
Get a little bit of mighty blow and guard up in there.
Yeah, so yeah, next we have Crusaders of Calador. And
Good Ohio.
yes. And I don't they did lose. Did they lose?
Yes, they did. They had the rough match versus the Wood Elves this week.
Yes, because that makes sense.
I mean, isn't it funny how that goes? Sometimes the Wood Elves. I guess they didn't get beat up like they didn't get beat up like the Dwarfs did, for what it's worth. I'm not seeing any injuries they took here.
Yeah.
That's good. That's the ultimate shame is when the Wood Elves outbash you.
Yeah. And
It does happen.
they didn't get any level ups, did they? Maybe that.
No, they didn't, but they were fortunate enough to land the MVP on their plus strength catcher. So
Yes.
that's a piece they're looking to level.
Yeah. I don't
Really
blame
need
them.
to get some block on that guy, some block and dodge.
Yeah.
Lodge him up.
Yes. Next we have Libowitz Lobotomizers from Tafstar. Of
Good old humans.
Yeah. So I think if I
He was able to find 2 level ups this week. He got a thrower and a catcher to level.
Oh, that's nice. Accurate and block. And then he has a AV bust on that lineman, but that could be old.
And it is a reserve lineman too, so
Yeah, so not that big a problem.
you might want to go ahead and just replace it right now. He just doesn't really have anything else to spend the gold on except for maybe saving up in case a more expensive piece dies.
Yeah. He does have a few pieces close to leveling, like a Cass away from the blitzers. Yeah, so could maybe have, if he has a good game next week, get some more development. His ogre does.
My advice to him would be to really try and get those 2 blitzers that are at 4 SPP. Try and feed them a touchdown next week.
Yeah.
Because if you could get a little more levels on them, get some mighty blower guard on those blitzers, you could start out bullying a lot of the teams in this division this early.
Yeah. And next we have Mutated Meatballs, Chaos Dwarf team. And they did not level at all.
No, the Orcs of Letters didn't give them much to work with this week.
Yeah. Now we have 2 pieces close to leveling up, nuggets and chicken, or chicken nuggets I should say.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Or
yes, nuggets was the MVP, I believe.
Yeah, and raw hobgoblin as 4 out of 6, so you can say
that's the passing goblin. Yeah, that's the passing hobgoblin extraordinaire.
Yeah, so you can say raw chicken nuggets got SPP this week.
And salmonella.
Yeah,
so get a couple more passes with that hobgoblin, and you can get a double level up, and you can put accurate or strong arm on him.
Yeah, that could be nice.
They'll never see it coming.
Yeah. Okay, so that is the teams done. Time to look at the schedule for week 2.
What do we have coming up?
We have first game 16 turns of headache versus Smoker Rockers.
Not the human's favorite opponent, I can tell you firsthand.
Yeah, that is just a plain dwarf team. Yes, just a plain dwarf team. So could be rough. So
Yeah, that's a rough matchup for humans.
yeah. Next we have Kourosh versus lizards from Dimension X. So ogres versus lizards.
Be a lot of stunnies on the field for that game.
Yes, hopefully we see another one-turn touchdown throw or some Gobnar devs.
Or 2 one-turn touchdowns.
Or 3.
Yes, let's get that TD differential up, ogres.
Yeah,
Got to work on those tiebreakers.
yes. And after them we have Fear the Walking Bread, Necro versus Nuggle, in the form of Mad Commando.
I don't know what to think about that one. You know, the Nurgle, they just played a really good game against the Amazons. Tough matchup, but that Necro team already starting to look a little scary.
Yeah. Next we
You know,
have
those Nurgle can be some slow targets for that Claw Mighty Blow Werewolf. Fish in a barrel.
Yes, or more like tentacles in a barrel.
I think he'll be trying to stay away from that tentacle guy if he knows what's good for him.
Yeah, it's not Girls' Generation.
No.
Okay, anyway, moving on. Infame versus Hearts of Oak, so Brets versus Wood Elves.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the Wood Elves aren't as bashy this week as they were last week.
That's not the worst matchup for Brets. I mean, you can never really be happy against playing against Wood Elves. They're a threat at any TV and just about any matchup, but they have the skills to push them around at least a little bit.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, and after that we have Tall Dwarves with no AV versus Orcs of Letter. So Norse versus Orcs.
I predict that the Norse are going to get beat up even more, unfortunately.
Yeah, it could end up with tall dwarves with no players.
I want to cheer for the Norse, but Ernest Hemingway.
Yeah, I mean that is. I personally vote for teams with best puns. So.
Not only that, but when the best names also match up with the stat ups, you've got some real magic going there.
Yeah. Hey, next we have Girls' Generation versus the Leibowitz Lobotomizers.
Oh, oops! I got the humans and the orcs mixed up, I believe. Yes, that's the orcs playing that first week's game, not the humans. So that's orcs versus the dwarfs in that first matchup there. Which would mean it is the humans versus the Amazons down here, which...
Yeah.
Also a tough matchup for the humans. You're not... Dwarfs or Amazons, pick your poison there.
Yeah.
You know, opposite ends of the spectrum, but still gonna have a tough time. That human team doesn't have any tackle yet. So you're gonna be praying for some POW dice.
Yeah.
Better say your prayers to your patron dice deities, because you're gonna need those POWs.
Yeah. And then last game of the week we have Crusaders of Calador versus Mutated Meatballs.
I kind of want to give the High Elves the edge in that matchup.
Yes, because it is. Yeah, it's Chaos Dwarves versus High Elves, so.
I mean, they'll have a pretty big speed advantage.
Yes, but that's like saying something analogy.
It's all relative, yes.
Yes. So yeah, I think.
I mean, it's not too hard to run away from the 4-move Chaos Dwarf blockers.
Yes, that is
You've
true.
got the natural 4 agility to make those dodges, even with the pieces that have dodge that the tackle's canceling out. You've still got pretty good odds of just slipping right out of there.
Yep.
And the Chaos Dwarf team hasn't been able to pick up any Mighty Blow yet, so you're not really looking at any scary removal pieces. You might even be able to outbash them a little bit with those AV7 Hobgoblins.
Yes. So I think if this week is anything like the first week, it's gonna be quite interesting because we had quite a few high-scoring games.
And one-turn touchdowns. Give us some more of those.
Yes, especially Kourosh. I want. Give me more.
At least one a game.
Yeah. Either it's
Yeah, I think that about wraps it up, though.
yeah. So again, I'm sure I've done
Yeah,
this
good
early.
games this week, everybody. Thanks for giving us some fun stuff to talk about and look at. Now go out and do it again.
Yeah, and let me know when you are playing so I can stream it.
Yes, drop us the word, y'all.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Mr. Cash, for joining me.
My pleasure as always.
Yeah, and thank you to the people who tuned in and watched. I will be uploading this to YouTube straight afterwards because I don't have to do editing because I'm pro like that.
Video magic.
Yeah, so thank you very much. See you guys probably next week Thursday. But yeah, have a good week and play good games. Yeah.
Peace out, y'all.
Goodbye.